All right, this meeting is being recorded. This is the Town of Fairfield's public hearing regarding applications received under the Neighborhood Assistance Act program for 2023. Today is Thursday, June 1st. We're meeting at 4 o'clock. My name is Mark Barnhart. I'm the Director of Community Economic Development. I think we have with us Margaret Reynolds from Wakeman's Boys and Girl Club, and Nicole Rindell, I believe. Did I say that correctly? Rindell, okay, from Children in Placement. So I think those joining are probably familiar with this program, but this is a program by which the state allows community nonprofits and other municipal agencies to apply for I guess approval, if you will, and then accept donations from corporations that have a corporate tax liability to the state. So it's a nice win-win all the way around. Corporations are able to reduce their corporate tax liability to the state, and we're able to generate some additional revenues for community nonprofits doing great work in all of our communities. So that's essentially it. Our role as municipal agencies is to have a liaison for the program, a point of contact, and that traditionally has been through my office, Community Economic Development, and then also to solicit applications, review them, approve them locally after conducting a public hearing, which is today's purpose. And with that, I'll be presenting the applications received to the Board of Selectmen next Monday, June 5th, at their meeting, 4 o'clock. And then following that, assuming favorable action by the board, we'll be going to the representative town meeting for their meetings in June. So we did receive 6 applications this year. I think I provided a summary through the link. And 2 of those organizations are represented today on our call. So with that, I will open the floor for any comments. I did receive, Nicole, from you a written statement, which I'm happy to incorporate in the record. Feel free to embellish, add to it if you'd like, but I'll open the floor at this time for any comments from both of you or questions.
No questions here.
Okay. Well, Margaret, do you have anything you would like to say other than this is a great program?
No, it's great. It'll be interesting. You know, I know Tim called you about it with how we were doing our lighting and HVAC work, and how the whole program works through the Energize CT. So we put the proposal together, but we don't really know for sure if the state is fine with how if we have the program in place and we're using it to pay off the monthly, I don't know whether you call it like lease or finance program.
I haven't had one turned back yet. So
okay, well, that's good news.
I think they're pretty flexible. As you can tell, they have an other category for applications. So I think so long as it's from a qualified nonprofit or municipal agency, and they're doing something akin to their mission, I think Department of Revenue Services seems okay with it. So far we haven't had any that have been turned down either locally or at the state level. So hopefully that augurs well for your applications.
Yeah, well, thanks. Now, the question, I guess, is it's still just C Corps that are eligible to participate, sponsor. Has that changed?
You have to have a corporate tax liability.
Okay.
Corporate income tax liability in order to qualify. I mean, I suppose you can get donations from any business or individual that wants to provide resources to your program, but in order to qualify for the tax credit, they would have to have a corporate income,
right?
Corporate income tax liability, right?
Yeah, we've done some outreach just to try to, get sponsors of our project, and we found, it's hard to uncover who those C Corps are.
Well,
And
again, your best bet is probably to look back in prior years to see
Yeah.
what companies are active in this marketplace. They tend to be the same. And
Exactly. That's what's
obviously, if you
interesting.
have a relationship of some sort with them, that's all the better. I know,
Right.
they have some choices as to where they decide to invest their dollars.
Yeah.
I think they're all motivated to try to reduce or minimize their tax liability, but as to what programs they decide to fund and in which communities, that is I think subject to change. So clearly, there is some benefit to doing some outreach based on your relationships with those companies.
Right. Yeah. And we've done that and looked into previous lists of.
It can't hurt. I mean, it's a really simple application. At the very least, I think it does create some awareness around the good work that your organizations are doing in the community. And, I think hopefully you get some dollars at the end of the process. So.
Right. Yeah. No, it's been great for us. Like I said, it's especially our South Park Clubhouse has challenges receiving grant funding. So being able to do a capital project through this is helpful. Bridgeport doesn't have the same challenges that way. But again, a lot of it, people are more interested in focused on programs that are directly affecting the youth, not talking about the, energy efficient projects. So
Yep.
this is helpful for that.
Yeah. Nicole, would you like to add anything to your statement? I will definitely incorporate that into the record. So
yeah, sure. So
add.
In the same way that Margaret was just saying, in terms of people wanting to or the general public wanting to donate more so towards the benefit of the children directly, we're looking for support in being able to donate or rather funding for our volunteer campaign. And that because we're an organization that is 100% based on volunteers, it's really essential to who we are and sort of the work that we can do. So we're definitely looking to grow our support statewide. So focusing primarily in the Bridgeport and the Fairfield sort of area, because that is where it's one of our, I believe it's our I think it's our second most, where we derive our cases from the most. So it's really essential that we be able to sort of build that community in those areas. So yeah, that's essentially what we're hoping to do. We hope people, join us and are willing to donate their dollars, because it's what it's all about.
Great.
Well, I don't see anyone else joining. I don't know if you can probably tell Tim that he didn't need to be here because his other commitments.
It's budget season apparently, so everybody's involved. I think that's
yes, it is. Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Well, thank you. I appreciate both of you taking some time out of your schedules to join us today for our public hearing. And I'm so excited. We've had two people actually participate, which is two more than I've had any year. So congratulations. All right. Well, if there's any further questions along the way, don't hesitate. I'm by no means an expert in the program, but if I don't know the answer, I'll try to get an answer for you. So I'll keep you posted as we work our way through the process. Again, I wouldn't expect any real hiccups. This is something that the town's done for many years now. So I think, the RTM and Board of Selectmen are pretty familiar with the program and our role. And then we typically don't hear back from Department of Revenue Services until about mid to late August. So I'll let you know once we put the application into DRS, but then, or at least that's my intent at the moment, but then we probably won't hear something back from them until mid-August, as I said. So.
Great. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thanks.
Appreciate it. Have a great rest of your day.
Yeah, you too. Take care.
Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye.